So, Noelle. She is my favorite character in Deltarune. It is a pretty close call, but she's gotta be my favorite. She just... It's for pretty obvious reasons, if you ask me. She's relatable, at least to me anyways. She's just my favorite character. My second favorite is harder to choose. But, this video, just gonna be talking about her and the speed paint going on in the background. I'm a little sick, so just don't really mind if my voice sounds a little weird. The one that it's working on right now, or I'm working on right now in the video, I end up getting rid of that one. It just doesn't really... Most of the drawings that are the little small ones are based on some of her sprites, so just that one, it didn't really work out. So you can tell which sprites each drawing was inspired by. One of them was just her idle sprite, another one, technically, she doesn't face forward during that scene, but the scene where she gives Susie the lunchbox full of chalk. Her getting scared by the mice, her in Snowgrave, and her in her downed sprite, but the downed sprite, I somewhat combined it with the sprite after she does Snowgrave, and also her taking off the little box on her head, since, yeah, that one, yeah. And then the one in the middle is just me giving her a pose based off her personality. Yeah, I just ended up not giving her hooves underneath the dress in the Snowgrave one. As you can see, the drawing was originally made on paper, and that's just because for a lot of things I prefer my traditional art style, and I just can't really recreate it that well in digital, although I can recreate it a little bit. So, Noelle, her character it's not really too complex, but it's a good character. She is she's, well, not the stereotypical smart kid, but she's the smart kid. She is pretty kind and helps her friends with their schoolwork a lot. She's been friends with Chris since they were little because they're neighbors, and she is currently friends with Birdley as well. Not really sure her relationship to the other kids in the class besides Susie, who it's pretty clear she has a crush on. And Susie, I don't really know whether she knows or not, but she seems kind of oblivious. She can get pretty scared sometimes, and that's kind of her arc through Snowgrave, actually. Her getting stronger, but not being as scared or sad. Her sister has been missing for a long time now, and her dad is in the hospital. Don't really know what's wrong with Rudy, but he's just in the hospital. and he seems like he has been for quite a bit, maybe a year. And her mom, who, because of the note in Asgore's flower shop, we can assume her name is Carol, we assume her mom's the mayor, so there's a lot of evidence supporting that. So it's really just her and her mom at home. We can tell that her mom's pretty strict. She, she's a pretty cold person. She plays Dragon Blazers with her dad, and she also plays a whole bunch of other video games that are kind of based off of video games in real life. So Dragon Blazers would probably be really any RPG. Cat Petters would probably be, I don't know, Nintendogs, or Wobble Dogs, something like that. So, she also has connections to Spampton that, her connections to Spampton aren't really that important yet, although they are, a little bit important. I just gotta think of what to say. Her connections to Spampton are mainly because of spam emails that he has sent her, or not really that he has sent her, just spam emails she was sent, because she's really trying to find her sister, and you can tell in her room she's been searching December holiday. She's been searching it a lot, and that's the calendar in her room. She seems to be very close with her sister. Her, Chris, Des, and Asriel used to have this whole little friend group when they were little. This talking about when Chris was saying that Icy was real, and also the Icy pizza box that winked at her. She also has a connection to Spampton because a lot of the Spampton sweepstakes hidden web pages and stuff, or I guess not really hidden, but a lot of them are about Noelle. And that seems kind of important. Noelle, from what we can tell, is going to be in Chapter 4, but not in Chapter 3. And we also can tell that Birdley is going to be in Chapter 4. And that's probably because Chapter 4 is going to probably be in the church. Chapter 3 is going to be in Chris's house, and then Chapter 4 is probably going to be in the church. We see her in a room holding a flashlight with a bunch of presents around her, so that could also mean that Chapter 4 might be in the Holiday household, but it's probably in the church. That's what I believe anyways. We haven't even seen what the Holiday house looks like. And, yeah, that's really the most I have to say about her. If you really look into it, she's somewhat of a complex character, but she's just my favorite character. I just really like her. I think it's just because I relate to her a lot, but yeah, so here are the final ones. We got the one in the middle. We have her holding the lunchbox, just her standing there, her in the down position, the down pose with the box, and her scared, and her doing the snowgrave thing. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. I mean, it's not all of it, but all that will fit in this video.